Hey, what's going on, everybody? Let's look at some power chord riffs. This is basically adding single notes to power chords just to enhance the sound. It's used quite often in a lot of the classic rock, hard rock songs. And in this example, basically we'll use the simple power chord. Let's say the A, which is the open A string, 5th string. Then we'll bar the 4th string and the 3rd string at the 2nd fret. And the note that's on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret is just the octave to the open A string. And this is the 5th note, the 5th of the A major scale. And we know that a power chord consists of the root note and the 5th, which is 2 notes. And we add the octave A, just to give it a bigger, brighter sound, I guess, fuller. Alright, so what we'll do here is we'll add notes. We'll keep the A power chord pretty much constant, and we'll add, let's say, a single note like the 3rd fret of the 5th string. So we'll play the 5th string at the 3rd fret. You can play it straight, or you can give it that little like a quarter step bend, blues curl. If you want to enhance it even more, you can add the note again on the 5th string, but at the 4th fret. So what we'll do is we'll play the A power chord, the 3rd fret, 5th string, and then come down on the next fret up on the 5th string at the 4th fret. You can hammer it on. You can play it straight by picking both notes. And then go back to the open A chord. If you want to add further to that, once you've completed the A power chord, 3rd fret 5th, 4th fret 5th, then you can play it open and add notes on the 4th string, all while keeping the A power chord constant, and add at the 4th string on the 4th fret, and also at the 5th fret on the 4th string. So you can get a nice little chord riff there. So A power chord, add notes on the 5th string at the 3rd and then the 4th, and then you can also add the notes on the 4th string at the 4th and the 5th. And don't forget to use palm muting by resting the palm of your hand at the bridge of the guitar. It'll just to get that muting sound. It just adds a little bit to the overall sound. Okay, let's look at some chord riffs based on the power chords. And we'll enhance the power chord by just adding single notes to it. The simplest one would be the classic rock and roll rhythm that's used in thousands of classic rock songs. Chuck Berry used it a lot, and you're basically adding notes. Let's say we do the E power chord with the root note on the 6th string, E, open E, and the 5th of the E major scale. The 5th would be the B, which is on the 5th string at the 2nd fret, and together they form the E power chord, E5 power chord. We can enhance the sound, if it's optional, by adding the octave to the E found at the 2nd fret of the 4th string. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the E open string, the 6th string E open, then we're going to fret the 5th string at the 2nd and the 4th string at the 2nd, and the bottom 3 strings we will mute them out. We don't want those to sound at all. So try playing just the top 3 strings and use the bottom of your first finger, the flesh, to mute out the rest of the strings. So by adding the single note at the 4th fret of the 5th string, and you can also add the 5th note of the 5th fret of the 5th string, you get this type of sound. You can change up the rhythm. You can play it in a triplet feel. You can play it in straight 8s. You can play a combination of both. And one thing when you're playing these chord riffs, just after you played the initial, when you strum the initial chord, just kind of lift your finger off and use your palm to sort of mute it out. You don't want it to ring out like this. It's just a technique that's used quite often, where you lift your finger off and mute at the same time with your palm. And then you can play the same thing with the A5 power chord, which is the open A string, and the 4th string at the 2nd fret, and we can add the octave of the A found on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret. it's similar to the E5 power chord. Just move down a bit. And we add the same notes at the 4th string at the 4th fret and the 5th fret also on the 4th string. Just try playing that, use different rhythms, and if we want to extend it to the D string, the power chords based on the 4th string root note, which is the open D, and then the 5th of the D scale would be the A, which is found on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret. And again, if we want to add the octave, the only difference is when you add to find the octave on the 2nd string, it's not like the other 2 previous power chords where they were just below the 2nd note, the 5th note. This one we have to move it over 1 fret. So the octave D would be on the 2nd string at the 3rd fret. So we'll play the note. And we'll mute out the bottom string with either the flesh of the 2nd finger, and also you can mute it out with the 1st finger. And to get that rock and roll sound, you can add again on the 3rd string at the 4th fret and 3rd string at the 5th fret.